Ikaw anong araw ng Pasko binigay sa'kin ng nobya ko? 8 lechong baboy,
7 berdeng unan, 6 na sopa,
5 pulang lobo, 4 na pagkong, 3 sakong bigas, 2 payo, at 1 basketball na bago.
pagising sa umaga, ikaw na ang kasama ko. Sa tanghali hanggang hapon, nakikinig sa station mo. Balita, showbiz at drama, mga kwentong pampamilya. Tara na't pakinggan ang paborito mong musika. Kasama ang Pinoy Radio, ikaw lang ang radyo ko. Araw-araw ay bahagi na ng buhay ko. Pinoy Radio, kahit saan man sa mundo, maihahatid ang boses ng Pilipino.
Kahit nasaang sulok ng daigdig, walang ibang bukang bibig.
We would like to express that the opinions, views, comments, and suggestions of the host in this program are purely their own and do not reflect those of Pinoy Radio.
2018 is the year where we at MCBN move much faster, live much higher, and make the team much stronger. We are here to continuously reinvent, redefine, with fresh and bold ideas every time. We are your MCBN. Everything else is as good as new. Ika'y nakikinig sa himpilan ng lahing kayumanggi. PinoyRadio.com.
Today's best of Filipino music. All day, every day. PinoyRadio.com.
Let's face it, money matters at iba pa. All we need is 16 minutes, but learning is beyond an hour of listening. Money matters at Ibaba. We'll provide you with the tools and ideas so you can make it on your own. Listen and learn from the experts. This is Money Matters at Ibaba, hosted by Danny Urbilio. Mapapakinggan sa PinoyRadio.com at mapapanood sa MCBN.tv. Money Matters at Ibaba. Linggo, ganap na 3:00 ng hapon. Mga kababayan, narito na sila. Kaya't ating simula na. This is Money Matters at Ibaba.
Alright, good afternoon. Malakas nga. Isang magandang hapon and we are back live here once again on Money Matters at Ibaba. And this is your host, Danny Urbilio, greeting you all a wintry Sunday afternoon here in Toronto, Canada. Good morning, Philippines and the whole of Asia. It's the 18th day of November. Wake up and let's start the day revisiting our financial literacy campaign through the WFG platform. Medyo humina, right? It'll be another exciting episode of Money Matters as we will discuss growing our business in World Financial Group, our accomplishments and challenges, and how to maintain a level of satisfactory training program that will level up with the growing competition in the business, and injecting a big push to yield a successful career in World Financial Group. So before we move further, let us thank our friends once again, family, associates, and everyone that watch the program all throughout the seasons. We appreciate you and we thank you for supporting our cause. Our financial education campaign is getting stronger, and we would like to thank Tita Agnes Miranda of World Financial Group for making it possible for us to be heard across the air and the internet. And thank you once again. We look forward to doing the show for the next Money Matter years. And once again, we're live on Facebook, Twitter, Dailymotion, MCBN.tv, YouTube, and we are also on demand. So to those who missed us live today, you guys can watch us anytime, and please don't forget to share. Okay? Money Matters at Ibaba is excited to welcome SMD power couple of World Financial Group, Don and Alma Rupasinge. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Donnie.
First time on the show, right?
I know.
At
First
last.
time, yes. At last we made it.
It's so
At
exciting.
last you made it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. How's life treating you nowadays, Don?
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like
Really,
the
really
challenge.
busy? Yeah.
Yeah, like the challenges that comes along in the business.
Uh huh.
Yes, and the kids and all that.
The kids and all that, especially holiday is coming up.
Coming
soon,
up,
right?
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Alma, how's
Everything is
how's
awesome.
the
Yes.
holiday? Right. Okay, that's good. And of course, are you guys celebrating holidays? Christmas holiday, right?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
That's very special.
Are you celebrating here in Toronto or you're going somewhere else?
Actually, we will be in the Philippines
Oh,
this year.
when are you guys leaving? Anyway, you don't have to disclose it, but that's
Yes,
okay.
no disclosure.
We will be there by December 7th. Yeah.
December 7 will be you'll be in Manila,
Yeah.
right? Excellent. And of course, getting ready for her birthday celebration for next year. Money Matters at Eva Pop producer Tita Agnes Miranda. Getting ready for her celebration, birthday celebration
For next year?
right?
Yes, awesome.
So,
Hello
Tita, how are you?
everyone, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat at happy greetings, happy holidays to everyone all over Canada and the USA, and especially to our WFG associates who are in the run, who are really out there doing the financial literacy campaign.
Right. Okay, excellent. So when are you or where are you celebrating your holiday this season?
Wherever I am.
Okay, and that would be unpredictable,
As of now, I am in,
undeterminable.
as of now, I am in Toronto, but next week I'll be in Alberta. Yeah.
Okay.
Winnipeg and Calgary. No,
Okay.
Edmonton.
All right, so you've been traveling the whole world. So where do you think is the best place to celebrate the holiday season?
The best way to celebrate the holiday season is wherever you are, as long as you are with your family.
Excellent
And good
answer.
friends.
How about you, Don?
Agree.
Where do you think is the best place to celebrate
I think
holiday
I would
season?
go with Tita Agnes. Wherever
yeah.
you are, as long as you are
that's
with
true.
you.
Same
Yes,
thing with
me
you,
too.
Alma?
Yes.
But
Family
it looks
and
like I
Christmas.
might celebrate it in Turkey with my daughter.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we also have here Ryan Pepper. Thank you, Ryan, for being with us today.
Oh, my pleasure.
And how are you preparing for the season?
Buying gifts.
You know what? Yorkdale is already packed. I passed by there last night.
They have a sale?
You know. I
They're on
believe
sale?
so, yeah.
Black Friday is coming.
Black Friday is coming, right? I thought Black Friday was on Friday. It was last Friday.
23rd, I
23rd.
guess.
Okay.
So
So
much-
do you beat the holiday rush, or you prepare for the season in advance?
I always go to the last minute.
Yeah. How about you, Alma?
That's what I did. But this time,
Uh-huh.
I did some online.
Oh yeah. Online shopping is very
Stay away
convenient,
from
though,
lineup.
Right. But the thing is, when you do it online, you pay extra money for the online fee, right?
Not really.
No.
really.
No?
Delivery?
Okay.
No.
No.
Okay.
We did couple purchases that was a good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's pretty good at
Yeah.
picking up those things.
Because there are lots of sales online.
And then besides that, it's also a sometimes you get free shipping, right?
The Prime.
it
one.
has.
The Prime,
Yeah.
right?
No,
Amazon Prime.
depends where. You're talking about Amazon.
Amazon Prime.
Amazon.com.
Depends, yeah.
Yeah. I
So
like the
do
bamboo.
do they really deliver?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's 5 to 7 days. Otherwise,
But you gotta make sure it's the right size for you.
yeah, that's the only thing.
Because sometimes
You should put it a little bit bigger. than
Yeah,
your
yeah.
regular
You have
size.
to give a leeway, right?
But you can always return it to
Yeah,
the
you can always-
stores
That's
anywhere, right?
That's really hard. to return.
But the thing is that the trouble of packing it back and then.
Well, I shop not for myself, so if it doesn't fit them, I don't know.
Yeah, but anyway, before we move further, it's the holiday season, it's the spending season, right?
Oh,
so
yes.
here are some tips that will save you money this holiday season, because right now you have time on your side. You have the opportunity to set the season on your terms and take control of your budget, because money matters, right?
Agree.
All right, so there's nothing like the stress of worrying about money to take the joy out of Christmas and the holiday season. On top of that is the pressure to come up with gift ideas to our immediate family and extended families. Coordinate get-togethers, spend countless hours shopping, all the while being bombarded by the non-stop messages from retailers about the magic of Christmas. From first-hand experience, there is nothing magical about standing in a long line to have your kids get their picture with this
Santa.
Santa Claus. Have you done that, Alma?
Yes, we're
Yeah?
over now.
Oh,
I think it's okay.
yeah, I think we just.
I'll just ask Don to dress up as Santa.
You okay with that, Don?
I'm good. I'm good.
People would line up for you too.
Well,
I only did it
probably
once.
He should be our
silent
Santa
during
Claus.
Christmas.
But unfortunately, we're
Yeah.
not gonna make
You
it.
wouldn't be here. Okay. All right. So we tend to spend money on what is important to us. In order to make changes to how you spend your holiday funds, you need to step back and think about what is important to you and your family. What traditions mean the most to you? Do you travel during the holiday or spend time hosting family and friends in your home? Or maybe you enjoy winter sports with your family? Ask your kids what they enjoy most and talk about new traditions you may want to start, especially ones that won't set you back financially and leave you digging out in the new year, right? So right now you have time on your side. So let's talk about, some of the tips. One is it starts with a budget.
Well,
You agree with that, Tita?
oh,
You have to come up with a budget first, right?
I always agree. Budgeting is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Spending unwisely is not good. At the same time, if you prepare and have a budget,
Right.
you know exactly what.
Right.
Make a list of what you want to give
Uh-huh.
and who you want to give. So it is a matter of preparation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who does the budgeting between the two of you?
I do most of it.
Oh, you do? Yeah.
And this year we decided to go all cash.
Okay.
So-
No gift wrapping.
No, I mean not to use credit cards.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
Unless it's really necessary, like online purchase.
Right.
But all the other stuff, we want to go cash basis.
Mm-hmm. That's good. All right. How much you can afford to spend this holiday season without going into debt? Going into debt will just add interest cost on top of what you spend. Make a pact with yourself that this year you will only spend what you can afford without going into debt. The second one is cut discretionary expenses now to come up with cash. There you go. Right. That's a good tip. All right. A lot of people have small money habits that take a bigger bite out of their paychecks than they realize. And these habits, however, can be an opportunity to create a source of cash to help fund holiday season expenses. They say that if they say, for example, you can manage, you can, be able to save
Yeah.
instead of buying coffee from Starbucks.
Make your own.
Make your own coffee.
Agree.
And if Starbucks is some kind of a social status, right? Be holding a cup of Starbucks coffee, like Ryan here. Recycle it, right?
Wow.
Oh, it's named under.
That's his
It's
name.
under your
too.
name, right? All right. Next one is your holiday plan. You got to plan your holiday. So it all boils down to proper plan, right? If you don't have a plan, you may spend more, right? And the fourth one is rein in your shopping list. Let your budget be your guide when it comes to gift shopping. Over time, the number of people we buy for can easily get out of control. Our extended families grow in number, and past habits of buying something for friends never stop. They're saying that, you know what? Right now, in this time of the season, you don't really have to buy gift for the parents of the kids. Just concentrate on the children.
Yes.
Christmas is actually
For
really
kids.
for children,
Children.
for kids. Do you agree that?
For me, yes.
I'd love to receive gifts as well. And the last one here is know when to stop. We're all guilty of this. We cross off all of the items in our gift lists. We bought the food and beverages for the entertaining we will do, and yet we see something that catches our eye and we're inclined to just buy that one extra thing, and then you'll end up spending more. All right.
That's true.
Okay, so the bottom line on getting through the holiday season debt and stress-free is avoid getting into serious holiday debt and putting your bottom line into the red. The goal here is happy holiday memories, not mountains of debt and stress.
That's very true.
Christmas and the holidays only come once a year, where bills and expenses continue all year long. This year is a great year to rethink the holiday season, and now is the time to make this thing happen. The lesson is, do not procrastinate.
Well, if you look back, when I got married, the whole Miranda clan, everybody comes in, the cousins to the cousins to the cousins. It's a big one.
It's a big
So you
family
give
gathering.
gifts to the parents, to the children,
Right.
everything. But when the family is growing, you cut it down. But one of the things that really we have noticed, and I have noticed, is the importance of budgeting and the importance of priorities and the importance of preparation, so that exactly you don't be out of your budget, because that's what you said, when Christmas season is coming and then you use your credit card,
Right.
and then the bills come in and then you're out of budget, then what happens? So
It's a big headache.
yes.
All right. So hope you guys learned something from us today when it comes to spending for the holiday season. So when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk to Don and Alma when Money Matters at Iba Pa continues.
Marami pang makabulang usapan pagkalipas ng ilang patasas.
What does it take to realize your dreams? To get you there, a vision and positive steps. The same goes to your financial future. At World Financial Group, we help middle-income families identify their dreams. It's never too early to start working towards your dreams. So I suggest you call Agnes Miranda today. Telephone number 416-702-9693. To secure your family's future, think of World Financial Group.
Mula Bukang Liwayway hanggang takipsiling PinoyRadio.com, inyong kapiling 24/7.
In entertaining the global Pinoy,
we go above and beyond.
On air everywhere. Listen in. Look at us. Now streaming live.
On the road and rising, reaching more Filipinos abroad.
Ito ang radyo ng Pilipino.
Across the nation, around the world.
Pinoy Radio. This time, it is everything and more.
You are listening to PinoyRadio.com. I love Filipino music.
Muli natin balikan si Danny sa Money Matters at Iba Pa.
Alright, we're back live here in Money Matters at Iba Pa with Don and Alma Rupasinghe and of course Ryan Pepper and our producer Tita Agnes Miranda. You okay, Tita?
Very much.
Yeah, it's getting colder and colder every day. But I like that. I like the weather though.
Well,
Okay.
sometimes you miss winter.
Yeah.
But when it becomes too cold,
miss summer.
Yeah. You miss the summer. That is the thing, right? So let's just greet everyone who's celebrating birthdays for this month of November. Also belated happy birthday to Martin Justin Ombao Ferrer of Manila, Philippines. Better late than never. The mother asked me to greet the son.
I want to say happy birthday to Ella.
Oh.
It was her birthday last November 10.
Oh, November 10, Tita Ella.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we'll
Ami
do something in the
Umbao.
office, okay?
Okay, we'll do something about it. Ami Umbao is the mother of Justin. But anyway, Don, let's talk about how you started in World Financial Group. Okay.
Sure. It was summer 2009.
2009.
2009,
All right.
over 9 years ago. And I was looking for life insurance.
Okay.
And I talked to one of my friends and I asked her, Ate, who do you use for life insurance? You know, I mean, usually you don't go to the bank asking for life insurance. You just ask your friends around. So this Ate said, talk to Les. So when I called this guy.
Is that Les
Kuczynski, yes.
That time you live in Vancouver?
Yes.
Oh, that was the time you live in yeah, okay.
So
All right.
I made the call to Les and he said, okay, sure, let's meet up. And he came by. And then I told him I don't know anything about life insurance and I wanted to get some. So I asked him to explain to me my options. So he did a fantastic job and he really explained the importance of having a product like Universal Life. So I was sold, fully sold.
Okay.
And then I told him I need $500,000 of these. So he sold me a policy. Then after that, he started talking to me about my potentials in the business,
That was during the first meeting?
No. When he closed the business, right?
Okay, right.
He helped me out with the policy.
Right.
So I think it was on the last meeting when he came with the policy to deliver. But I didn't understand what he was saying at the time. He said, you would be good with this business, and he said, I can help you to build a business. Just like everybody else, I said, let me think about it, right? So anyways, we kept in touch, and every time somebody asked me who do I use for insurance or investment advice, I gave them to Les. Let's take care of these guys. So one day he called me he said, "Hey Don, thanks for all the referrals that you're sending my way."
Oh, so you've been giving him referrals?
Referrals, right? He said, "You know what? I made decent amount of money from your referrals. And do you want to know how you can do the same?"
It took him a while, you know.
Yeah.
He had waited that long. Okay.
Yeah, it took about 6 months, but he was really nice,
Right.
and he always calls me, and I kept in touch. So then finally I thought, yeah, sure, let's go for coffee. Show me how you make money.
Right.
Then he did show me the plans and stuff like that, and I was sold. I said, sure. And I asked him how much it costs you to get it going. He said $125.
Okay.
Right. And I thought it's $125,000. Then I repeated back to him. I said, so it's $125,000 to get the franchise going. He said, no, it's $125. I said, oh shit.
And that was it.
Yeah.
You signed up right away.
I signed up right away. Then he said, I need to get a license and get trained.
Mm-hmm.
I said, sure. And then I went home, and 11 days later I got licensed. And
11 days later.
yeah.
Wow.
Wow. That was
Record breaking, huh?
Record breaking, no?
Yeah, I think Les told me I was the first one in his base shop to get a license.
To get in 11 days. Uh-huh.
Yeah, he couldn't believe, and I said I passed the license. He
Right,
said he
yeah.
really did pass. Yeah.
So you started first before even Alma started the business, no?
Oh yeah, she didn't come on board.
3 years.
Until
3 years.
It took 3 years.
I see. Okay. So when you signed up, what did you see? What did you see in the company? Did you see the vision right away, or
No, it was all
Yeah.
about I knew the product is good,
Okay.
and then Les showed me how much money he made from helping families, especially my policies, because I was paying $400 premium at the time. Then I knew that we can make money.
Okay.
Because just before I joined World Financial Group, we had a restaurant in downtown Vancouver. We sold that.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And we are always looking for opportunities, but we didn't know the right one. Right. That's why I was really surprised when he said it's only
125.
So your motivating factor was actually the numbers that he showed you.
Exactly, and the products. These are good products. So if it's good for me, if I believe, if I understand, by trade I'm an engineer. I understand the numbers.
Right.
So he showed me the numbers, how it works, and how I can benefit even at retirement.
Oh, I see. So Alma, you signed up after 3 years. Don signed up for World Financial Group. So were you supportive during the time that you were not part of the company?
I don't think so. I'll hide when Liz goes to her house. I'll go find a place where he cannot find me.
But how did get Liz involved though?
Les
Kuczynski.
Oh, okay,
Les
sorry.
Kuczynski, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time he comes to our house and I saw her car outside, I just go find a place where I can hide. And he'll tell me, that we're going to Las Vegas? I said, I don't gamble. What am I going to do there? So I'll hide and I'll stay in the room until he left.
Did you guys get a fight over Don signing up for WFG or?
Not really, but I keep telling him, why would you join this company like you have a good job? And selling insurance, I said, no, it's not for me. I'll just stay with my job.
Yeah. Speaking of a good job, though, you had a good job. You had a good fixed income. What motivated you to join? What was your goal when you joined the company?
One thing is I always wanted to have a side business. I'm an engineer by trade. I work for the government. That's a very secure job. But I knew if I wanted to retire early, I had to have another source of income coming in.
I see.
We did try a few things, and then when this opportunity came, I saw the potential. Especially, I trusted Les so much. When I saw him, I knew that he didn't have any reason to lie to me.
Right.
I didn't know the guy. I just met him one time, and we spoke. But he was very, very smart. One of the smartest guys I met.
He's also an engineer like you.
Exactly.
Liz is okay. Les, yeah.
That's why
Kuczynski,
we connected, and he knew everything that he told me. If I asked him something, he had the answer.
I see. So there was a trust factor right then and there, right?
It's not the vision, but the trust that I had on him. Yeah.
I see. Okay, so when did you move to Toronto, though?
That was 2011.
2011. So you left a big team in Vancouver?
We didn't have that big of a team.
Really.
Just not that big.
Also, that means your team exploded in Toronto.
He was not really active there.
I see.
He just sell insurance.
So you were a producer in British Columbia?
Yeah. The first month, right after I got licensed, I think I made over $4,000.
Right. Okay. 2011. I remember. I think I saw you when you moved to Toronto. That was the first time I saw you too. Because I joined the company in 2008, right?
Oh, before me.
Yeah. But I only pursued in 2010. And that was you started coming to the office.
Just a comment,
yeah.
you know, the fact alone that they have a restaurant,
right,
while he has a good job and good paying job, it means they're entrepreneurs.
Right.
Yeah. So that entrepreneurial spirit was there to own your own business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what's going on, right?
Yeah.
So right now, at this point in time in your business, in your the WFT career, how close are you to that goal?
I think we're very close. My expectation within 4 years.
Right.
So I'm 44. Before I reach 50, I wanted to be an EVC in the company and then retire from my government job. And I think we have a right plan, and of course with the diagnosis, guidance, and mentorship, I truly believe that we can retire early.
All right. So what do you think it will take to hit it?
I think it's the focus. Number one thing is the focus. One of the disadvantage when you're too much of a business, when you have that entrepreneurial thing, you're time to time you'll wander off to many different avenues. That happened to me sometimes because I run multiple operations. So what I want to decide do 2019 is to really focus on WFG and become CEO team first, and then AWC.
Okay.
It will happen.
It will
it's
happen.
Going to happen.
With Alma here on your side, right?
with the full support of Alma,
right,
and the total focus, the discipline, and the being relentless, it can happen, and it will happen.
It will happen. And you know, we're glad that you are actually part of the 1600 Steeles Avenue Financial Education now, right?
We're really actually, it's my first office when I came to Toronto. I mean, that was
oh, it was. Yeah. All right, so growing businesses face a range of challenges. As the business grows, different problems and opportunities demand different solutions, right? I know you're a trainer yourself and you have a big business team. What worked a year ago might not be the best approach for this year. You are still in the business and growing, so how do you cope up with and resolve challenges?
Challenges, I think, for me, the truth is I don't get... you know, people said I'm frustrated and stuff like that. You hear from people all the time.
Right.
I don't feel frustrations at all.
You don't?
No, I don't. I mean, that's one of the best things that God gave me. You know, I don't feel frustrated at any given time. I always wanted, whenever I come across a problem, I think of innovation. I got to innovate out of the problem.
Right.
So whatever the WFG problems comes along, I mean, but I can trace everything back to the source. If I think that if there's a problem and if I trace it back, it's all because we lose focus.
Okay.
The challenges, but if you just flow, use the system flow nicely, all the challenges that you can eliminate.
Excellent. That's what Tita Agnes always say, that be part of the solution and not be part of the problem, right? Right. Excellent, Tita. So
yes. Well, you know, just listening, I fall asleep last night just listening to one of my greatest hero on my bucket list is to meet, you know, Mr. Ma.
Okay. Oh, Jack Ma.
Yeah, Jack Ma.
Yeah.
And I fall asleep just listening to his tape. One of the things that he said is about success, but we could not be focused just on the success. The more challenges you have, the more problems that you have, it's better.
It's better.
Yeah, means you're growing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It is better. Know the problem and you learn from it.
Right.
Okay. So what they're going through, whatever, and he says by the end of the day, when you analyze what is really the problem, is that it will give you an answer, because there's already a straight line that probably will lead you to the right path, but then when you start getting distracted, then probably it might be the answer of, I'll go back to that straight line.
Yeah. Embrace the challenges, because you do by that you will know what you are capable of doing, right?
Yes.
But how about you, Alma? Do you get frustrated at all?
I do, but I won't show it. Okay, I'll just talk to Don right away.
Right.
But we talk about it, and then we'll see what we can do. It's really normal, right?
Right.
Building a team.
Right, that's true. But what does he do when you get frustrated? Does he do
No,
anything else?
he said everything should be okay. We have to just see what we can do, a solution.
Very positive.
Right?
Yeah,
A solution. Yeah, I know Don doesn't hit that. I always ask him, how do you do that? You're so
Cool and calm and positive, yeah.
Like you can see the team, like they're so high maintenance, too much, and
Right.
I said, how are we gonna grow this? Like, we always have to do everything for them.
Babysit them.
Babysit too
the
much,
point.
but it's not. It's not that we don't want to do it, but it's just because we want them to learn.
That's right. Okay. Wow. Excellent. Recognizing and overcoming the common pitfalls associated with growth is essential if your business is to continue to grow and thrive. Crucially, you need to ensure that the steps you take today don't themselves create additional problems for the future, right? Effective leadership will help you make the most of the opportunities, creating sustainable growth for the future. So can you say that WFT is predictable?
It is very predictable if you're predictable. And also, one of the biggest things that I see that we need to improve as a team is to building leaders.
Yes.
Yeah, trainers.
So that's why I have the MD club training right now happening. Hopefully, by the end of next 8 weeks, we would have some good people coming out from the
Wow,
training
yeah.
sessions. So I think if we want to build this business to a big, the level that we want it to, we have to have good people with us, good leaders. And one thing that I'm always asking me, how do I do it? Because when I know sometimes people don't do what they say they're going to do, but I always believe people are the only asset that we have.
Yes.
It's just they don't understand that they're powerful. Right?
Maybe they just don't realize
They
it.
don't
right?
believe,
realize,
right?
yeah.
Don't believe in that.
Somebody has to believe in them.
Exactly.
See what happens is this, that belief level sometimes does not come from the person itself. Somebody has to believe in them.
Yes.
And when they see that somebody is believing in them, that confidence comes in.
Right,
Agree.
right.
That confidence comes in. So
That's how you know.
believing is important.
I agree on leveraging.
Yeah.
Right, leveraging
yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
else as
Yeah.
as a mentor, right? So business conditions change continually, so we should continually evolve as a company too. How is WFT, do you think, coping up with that change?
I think they're doing a very good job of being part of Aegon family. They have the resources and they see 10, 20 years ahead of time, So every problem before we see it, they see it, and they come up with a solution.
Yeah.
That's what I really love about WFG. We don't have to worry.
Okay, because they're visionary.
They're visionary.
The leaders are visionary, just like the time is here, right?
The back office alone, back up by a huge technology.
Yeah.
I mean, how much they've spent on the computer alone is huge, very huge. So that back office, if you want to build a huge business, you better be ahead of the technology.
Enhanced. How about you, Alma? Are you still working from outside the WFT?
No, actually, I thank this company because it retired me 6 years ago.
Oh,
I am not working anymore, and I'm proud to say that. And thanks to Don, yes, I'm fully doing WFG alone. And a lot of people offer me, because I think they know I'm licensed and all this. And I said, if I can't do WFG, what else can I do outside? So I'll stay here. And I know WFG is the best platform.
Yeah, I like that. All right. Okay, so the more you succeed, the more competitors notice, right? And react to it. React to what you're doing. A market-leading offer one day may be no better than average a few months later. So what does a company, do you think, should do to keep it up with a level at par with the other competition?
There's no competition.
There's no exactly.
I mean, sorry to answer that, but you can continue
All right.
on.
I feel the same like Tita Agnes. I don't think WFG has any competition.
That's good, yeah.
And I never thought there's actually competition.
Right.
So every time somebody would come to me, I said, you know what, you're talking to the wrong tree.
Okay.
Right? I don't get. So I think
You don't get left-sided by you know, whatever they're saying.
See, there's out there, and there's just like when McDonald's came out, right? So came out the the Wendy's, came out the Burger King and everything, and there's nothing wrong about that. But when I say no competition, it is about our platform, our compensation model. It's
our structure.
You cannot compare an apple to an orange.
Right.
Yeah. Many will course, and there's nothing wrong to copy. Okay, but really to have what you call the level of comparison with our business model, it's not competition.
That's excellent. Okay. Yes. So in this business, our clients can be quick to find alternative solution, which sometimes through some quick and attractive information supplied to them by others, right? They jump into replacing contracts and to the point of terminating it sometimes. Do you experience it a lot in the business, Alma?
Depends.
Okay. How about you, Don? Do you?
I see that time to time.
Yes.
But it's all depend on their level of
understanding. Yeah, I agree.
For me, I never do that. Like last night, perfect example, I was doing a field training appointment with one of my associate. When my associate set up the appointment, she said, we have 4 policies we're going to write. I said, okay, let's go. So the minute I got into their place, I said, I want to review everything. Let's have a summary of what they have. Then when I look at the policies, some of them are good policies. I said, we're not replacing any of these. We're going to add what you need. They just bought a house, big liability. I said, let's try to see how we can protect your biggest liability without canceling any of the things you have. So the family was really blown away.
That's true. Just like our appointment the other night, right? She was planning to cancel the policy because she couldn't get hold of somebody anyway. But we showed up there. We showed up there. And
no, the thing there is that, see, being a very good advisor, what we do, we don't think about us.
Yes.
We don't think about the commission, but we think about the client itself.
Yes, our mission.
What is good for the client is like what you said. You have a great policy. The same thing that we saw last night was, hey, keep what you have because this is good. Then we'll just add on if it's needed to a client profile.
Modify it according to your needs because now the children is growing, right?
Yes.
Children are growing, so she needs something, a little bigger. Coverage. All right, so the plan that made sense to you a year ago isn't necessarily right for you now. Market conditions continually change, so you need to revisit and update your business plan regularly. As your business grows, your strategy needs to evolve to suit your changed circumstances, right? At the same time, every business needs to be alert to new opportunities. There are obvious risks to relying solely on existing customers or clients. Diversifying your customers base spreads those risks. What is your strategy in keeping in tow with your clients?
Of course, annual reviews. And right now what I'm trying to do, actually, I already started a few months ago, use social media.
Okay.
With the accordance with our compliance to see how far we can reach out.
Right.
Because I believe people are more engaged on other social platforms like Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat.
Right.
I think there's a lot of potential. I did a lot of testing. People are very responsive. I think that's one of the things that I want to explore in 2019. Sometimes you've been around with the business for a long time. You feel like you don't have any more, market.
You exhausted the market, right?
But I think it's about time. I think WFG also pushing to us to use the compliance materials for social media. So I think we have to get and evolve with that. I think that's going to be the biggest thing. And with the social media, we can really target people in a certain market. If you're looking for retirement, people who are about to retire, we can really target them by using social media.
Right.
So we can avoid the mistakes we made in the past, meeting the wrong clients or whatnot.
Yeah, your market. Yes. And how about you, Alma? Now that you are on radio, you are on internet, you can actually tag your clients.
Oh yeah, I do. Actually, I also call them personally during birthdays. I text them, just to let them know that I'm still around. Sometimes I get calls like they ask me, "Oh, are you still with this thing?" I
Right.
say, "What thing?" Like
With this insurance thing?
yeah, with this, what's that called? They said, "Oh, yes, I am so proud to say that I am still here."
All right.
Yeah. So sometimes we go just drop by with
That's
them and say hi.
Yeah.
And if we have time, if they allow us, we can do some
Yeah.
reviews. And if they grow their families.
Right. And this is this season is actually the best time to get hold of our clientele, right?
Exactly.
You can make use of that campaign manager to send
the
out a
best
mass
time.
Yes.
email, right?
The best time to visit and
Best time to stop by.
stop by. The best time
Yeah.
to call them up.
To call them up.
Danny, one of the things that I think we don't emphasize for people is the power of list building,
Uh-huh.
the prospect list.
Yeah.
Just imagine if you have email 10,000
Email addresses.
Uh-huh.
And like you said, you can send, within 1 second, you
Yeah,
can
that's
send
true.
a message to 10,000 people, and it's very powerful.
Yeah. Out of 10,000, at least 1,000 responds, then
That's it.
that's a big number, That's a big number for the holiday season.
Why not?
That's true. So do you think following a system or a business model always work? Have you and your team practiced something out of the system yet, going back to
To be honest with you, the first 2 years I was not really following the system.
Okay.
But now I'm really following the system because if you're not following the system, you can't have predictable outcome.
Right.
Right. So
Yeah, I agree on that.
Just
Yes.
you got to align with the system, and until you master it, and also you arrive at your destination.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you change, you don't know what works and what not works, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So if you use the system and it's predictable, and I think it works and it will work for us, and that's why we want to focus 2019.
It's predictable because it's proven already.
It's proven already.
It's proven already with this GCO program, from scratch, and you just follow it, and through the process, the system will work. But if you easily give up, okay, and then cannot wait, it's not patient, then it's not going to work.
So you can't give up.
No.
You can't give up, Ryan. Okay.
Can't give up.
Of course.
All right. Now, Alma, sometimes people become too optimistic with new ideas and strength and recognition, and somehow the overall vision of where the business should be going is kind of overlooked. What is your take on that? Somebody joins the company, gets so excited.
Yeah, and they die
does their own-
faster than they join. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I think it's normal, right? On every
Yeah.
business, like
That's
they
it.
can just come and sign because maybe they were forced, or they just want you to, they just want to get rid of you. I think
That's
they
true,
they don't
yeah.
have the belief and they don't have this, the vision what we have, and then they sign up and they said, "Oh, can I just call you when I'm ready?" And I said, "You will never be ready."
That's true.
That's true. It's very normal. We go through that a lot about. We promoted lots of MDs, and then the next day we don't see them.
No, that's true. Yeah.
It just
they disappear.
Yeah.
I think the recognition is very important to a business like ours, where people need to recognize, they need to see that they're moving forward, they're achieving goals. But like you said, we should not divert from the main message.
Right.
When we recognize, we should recognize for things that they have done, the things that they deserve, really.
That's true.
If you recognize things that they don't really deserve, that's the time they don't appreciate.
And they become
agree.
so complacent. Right, Nita?
Yes.
Well, always remember, human nature. Okay, but when we're talking about recognition, definitely you recognize of what they have performed.
That's right.
It can be small, it can be big, but recognition can just be what you call, okay, you do this, I'll bring you out for coffee. That's already recognition.
Right. Yeah.
You do this, let's go out for dinner. You do this. So
Yeah.
different kinds of recognition.
You do this, let's
But-
go to Hawaii.
But there's also what you call, every 6 weeks after the bulletin comes out, you do recognition.
Yeah.
The big event. So different kinds of the company actually is bringing the top 1,000 people that have performed in the month of, is it October?
December,
Or
I think.
But on December 17, they'll
Las
be
Vegas.
meeting with Magic Johnson.
In Vegas.
In
In
Vegas,
Vegas, Ryan.
Okay.
With Magic Johnson.
Yeah,
That-
and
that's
there's
okay.
2 more surprises that will
Right.
will recognize these people that they made the decision that in the last 3 months they will just put their head down, not knowing that the company has this kind of
Right. Exciting.
recognition.
Wow,
Yeah.
exciting. But anyway, good cash flow control is important for any business too, right? Because if you're not earning, what is the point of staying? So we have obligations and we need to survive as well, especially those who are doing this on a full-time basis. It's crucial, isn't it? Cash constraints can be the biggest factor limiting growth and retention in the business, and it can be fatal to the team, right? So what do you as leader what do you do to is this out, this concern?
I don't really depend on WFG income
Mm-hmm.
to pay our bills and do other
Right.
things. So WFG is, to me, a blessing on the side.
Okay.
So if I'm going through a tough time in the business, I don't feel it that much because I'm only focused right now is keep building it.
Right.
For me, I think it's not time for me to harvest it yet. I'm still on the building phase.
Mm-hmm.
But versus somebody's full time, maybe it's a different case.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah. So maybe it happened to one of your teammates, right? So how would you encourage them?
Well, Danny, we have a platform. Okay, here's what it is. The platform is you come in with us, you work part-time. Keep your full-time job. That is your bread and butter.
Right.
Then eventually you decide, and let's just say you don't like your job, you hate your job, but still build what you call your emergency fund. Build your cash flow. We don't encourage people to go full-time if you don't have the emergency fund, if you don't have cash flow. But there are some people who lost their job because, not because of WFG, but because they lost their job.
Yes.
So they go full-time here. But at the same time, we must, and you must, save money for the emergency fund so that you will not have what you call financial pressures. That's what happens. And a lot of people sometimes, they don't build up their emergency fund and they don't grow that. What happens now is this. Remember, we are building a business. We are in the commission basis. And when people get what you call financial pressures, then eventually, I'll go back to work, I'll go back to work.
Yeah.
Or maybe the wife is working and the wife can support also and help the support. So that's the answer to that kind of question that you are.
Another strategy, if I can piggyback with this answer.
Okay.
Another strategy that I learned from WFG is to, if you have your spouse involved in the business, make sure your spouse is licensed. If you're going to a tough time, meaning you have some clawbacks, your business is not really good, and then you can switch writing business under your spouse's name, so you can still have a good cash flow coming.
Yes.
That's one of the very important things that we can teach people who are trying to build a business with us. Use the couple power.
The couple power.
And use both licenses.
That's good. Yeah. Okay, and that's what you are right now, right?
Yes.
And so far, when you talk about frustrations and frustrations in the business, right? What do you think is the biggest frustration that you encounter in the business?
Biggest frustration. There's many things.
Many things. Have you ever gone to a point where
Okay, can we switch from frustrations to lifestyle?
Well, WFG is
Because
lifestyle.
you said so many things, right? And if we end up, we'll never be finished.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
part of the business.
It is. I
So,
agree. I agree.
Yeah. Can
Yeah.
I ask you the question of
Lifestyle.
lifestyle?
I had a
About-
lifestyle like travel. Oh, it's the best here, right?
Yeah.
WFG is.
Yeah.
I never been to Paris.
Oh,
Thank
you've
God.
never been to Paris, right?
No, thank God to WFG, WSB. I've been there. We've
Right.
been last 2013. We qualified Spain, Rome. Lifestyle is everything here too, right? We don't
yeah.
only work hard, and also travel is our life too in WFG. I can tell that,
So all this time, what have you learned so far from the company?
Oh, there's especially saving money.
Okay.
I never know, you have to save before you spend. I like to spend before I save. But I'm not a big spender. He knows that. When I was
that's
by
good, yeah.
myself here before, I always make sure I have money aside. I know Filipino is normal, right? We send money back home
That's
every
true, yeah.
month. Until now, it's the same. Nothing changed. but I want to make sure that we have saved up. We have 3 children. We want to make sure they have a better future than us. We don't. When I was 16, I went to Singapore. Actually, I was 16. I already started my life away from my home.
When
so
you were 16
I don't want to make it like for my children. We want them to have the best or life that they can be proud of us.
Right, that's excellent.
Yeah.
How about you, Don? Who do you leverage in the business?
I leverage my mentors, especially Tita Agnes,
yes,
and Carrie and Ilya. Those are the guys. Actually, those are the people I always leverage. And other than the other great mentors we have in WFG, Swan, and other leaders. So I always listen to them. I have a lot of videos, video clips, and audios. People like from Marty Holmes, Rick Towley, and Ed Miley.
Yes.
Those are my mentors. They don't know that they're mentoring us, but we get mentored by them.
Yeah, because in this business, a lot of people would join with PhD degrees, with doctorate and all,
engineers,
and then somehow, some way, through my experience, too, that they could be the hardest associate to train.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because you somehow there's resistance there, right?
Yeah.
And what do you do when that thing happens?
Well, I always think of me. I mean, I was a little bit like that.
Yeah.
The coachability part.
That's true.
Yeah,
you have some kind of pride in there, right?
Yeah, I think it's true.
Yeah.
When I joined WFG, I had 2 degrees.
Yeah.
So I mean, I used to think I know certain amount of money, certain amount of things about the world, right? But when I met Les, he would ask me to do things, but I even though I don't understand, I just try my level best to be coach. But now I know, going through building people, and we have over 1,500 people in our team.
Right.
I have seen so many people with the same thing, but I just be patient with them. For me, I'm not losing anything if I just be patient with them.
That's right.
That's true. That's true. All this time we have learned human nature, time management, right attitude, and of course in the business, integrity. Right, Tita?
It is very important.
Yes, it is important.
Yes.
Master.
There are 2 things to master in a business: master the system and master the human nature.
Yeah.
Mastering the system can easily be followed and duplicated if you follow it to the T and do it right.
Right.
Now, human nature is intangible, and it is understanding human nature and going through with it. And I always apply the golden rule.
Right. Okay. So based on your lifestyle now, how do you see yourselves in the future? Alma.
I can say like Tita Agnes.
Do you need to count longer time or just right behind? Like just around the corner now?
Yeah. I really like the lifestyle. I can see it happening, especially we look at leaders like Tita Agnes and other people around. WFG really can deliver a good lifestyle to you.
Yes.
When I joined the government, the guy who hired me, he told me this. I still remember. He said, "You just signed up a $5 million contract with federal government." And I asked him, "What do you mean?" He said, "Federal government will pay you about $5 million throughout your life." And so that's what he told me. But that will take me 65 years.
65 years.
Years to get to that level. Right?
The rule of 72.
The reality check.
It will double up when you're 65.
With WFG, we can see it happen within
true.
a couple of years. You don't have to wait that long.
Yeah.
And here we are signing up, multi-million-dollar contract. It's not a
Yes.
contract.
You're signing up a multi-million-dollar contract, but you're only paying $125, right?
That's true.
And you don't have to wait 65 years.
And you don't have to renew.
No more renewal, yes.
Okay, Alma, so any message to your team?
Oh, of course, our team is our greatest blessings too, right? Without them, we won't go this far, because this business is not by ourselves, right? This is a great teamwork, this kind of business, and we appreciate all of them, and we love them. Yeah, of course, with the help of our great mentor, Tita Agnes, Nelia and Carrie, and of course our coach. We learn a lot, and of course, team is always it's always our most important part in our business. I believe that, because we're building people. I know there are so many different kinds of personality, but it's normal, right?
Yes.
We are not perfect. No one is perfect.
No
so
one's perfect.
yeah, every day we advise, we talk to each other. What can we do to help us more grow our business? Yeah, I think we have the best team.
Right,
I can
there
say
you go.
that. Yeah.
Excellent.
Well, how about you, Tita? What's your message for them?
Our message to Alma and Don.
Yeah.
Well, they know what I'm going to say. No, see, for Alma and Don, and I've known them from the start. You already seen them about that they are giants. Sometimes to see in it.
Not the body.
I saw them as a sleeping giant. They just have to be awakened, and their potential is so huge. But right now, my focus for them is by July, they'll be producing a lot of, green jackets, the blazing blue and the rising red, and a teamwork. And their goal will happen. I see them as becoming EVC this year, CO EVC. And at the same time, not only them, but the team is important. That they are able to accomplish what it is being planned for them.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Tita. I wish we can talk more, but we're kind of running out of time. Actually, we already extended a couple of minutes, right, Ryan? Couple of minutes. But anyway, thank you, Don and Alma.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you
for having us.
Bringing your expertise to 1600 Steeles Avenue, and the team itself is really appreciated.
They are an example of teamwork.
Yeah, teamwork.
Yes.
Team players.
Okay, so there you go, folks. Please tune in again next Sunday to another exciting episode of Money Matters sa Papa. And thank you, Ryan Pepper, and the management staff of PinoyRadio.com, MCBN.TV. Thank you, Tita Agnes. Where do we go after?
I think Max.
Okay. Well, thank you. And lives or even challenges in business are not supposed to paralyze you and your team. They're supposed to help you discover who you are and what you and your team are capable of. All right. Money Matters sa Papa says, Mabalos, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. God bless you all. Thank you.
Merry Christmas to all.
Merry Christmas.
Isa na namang makabuluhang edisyon ang inyong natunghayan sa Money Matters at iba pa. Hanggang sa susunod na pagtatanghal, Linggo, ganap na 3:00 ng hapon, Eastern Time. Samahan ng inyong partner sa pagyaman, Danny Orbilio. Money Matters at iba pa. Muling pakinggan sa PinoyRadio.com.